Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Thunda and we are back with another makeup tutorial today. So as you all can see the title down below of the type of look that we'll be doing today. So of course, if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, let me all know what you think about this look, and also make sure that you subscribe to my channel and share this video with your family and your friends, loved ones, everybody. And of course, without ado, let's get right into the look. Welcome back to another video, guys. So as you can see, we're going to do some glam look today. So as usual, I normally start with a clean base. I went in with my rose water as usual to clean up my face, and then I went in with my moisturizer from Pond's just to moisturize the face. I don't normally use a primer unless I'm going out, so you won't be seeing that step because I don't prime unless I am going on the road. So as usual, you know, I normally go in with my black opal setting powder with a regular brush just to set my eyebrows to prep them. So for persons who has like oily skin, it's good to apply powder before foundation and also to apply it on your brows as well. Trust me, that process that you will be taking will last throughout the entire day, so your brows will not move, they will not look oily if you do that step. So I'm going in with my it's a new one that I got. I've used it in the previous video. It's called Air Woman. It's a regular brown pencil, and I'm going to use that just to lightly fill in my brows. So I will be doing that on both brows, and then I'm going to take my spoolie from e.l.f. just to kind of fade out the inner portion and also to brush the ears together. And then I will be taking my LA Pro Concealer to clean up my bottom and top portions. I went in with the shade Almond today to clean up both top and bottom portion of the brow.
It's you and me, hey, it's what you need, hey. I got it now. Said and done. It's okay, baby, nothing really lasts forever.
I've been wanting to get my brows line up, but I haven't gotten the chance to do it as yet. So forgive me for my brows. Yes, I know that they want to get done, but of course, just bear with me. Yeah, we will be getting the brows done soon. But yeah, we know how to make it work with a brow that wants to be shaved. So if you know how to do your eyebrow even though it wants to be shaved, then of course you know what I'm talking about. So when we use a concealer to clean it up, then of course it will look as if
To ya, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, I'm a diamond, not a piece of glass. Walk away like I never knew ya. Got a new man, what's it to ya? I don't even know if you can handle it. All I know is you can handle it. I don't even know if you can handle it. All you are, yeah. I don't even know if you can handle it. All I know is you can handle it. I don't even know if you can handle it.
Now for this step, guys, you want to take your time and do it stroke by stroke, because of course this is where you will be getting the brows to perfection. So you want them, because not everyone can actually use a pencil to get their brows looking all snatched. So most persons will use, now you want to take your time, and as I said, you're going to do it step by step to make sure that you get those brows looking like sisters. Now, not all persons can get them to look like sisters, but for me, I will look on my brows because I didn't like how my brows looked. However, I did went in and fix that. So yeah, as you can see, if you look closely, you see that one of the brows is more lifted in terms of like the arch. So I did went in on the next side and make sure that I give that one a little bit more arch so that they can look like sisters. So you want to try your best to make sure that your brows are looking like sisters. Now after that, I will be taking a small fluffy brush just to blend the concealer into the skin.
Stay with it, you don't need to water it down. No one else has the same story. Stay with it, please. Stay with it, please. You can take all the time that you need. I know that you worry. You feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions, and it's too much sometimes. Mix the potion, mix it up, girl, put it in motion. Running out of time, it's so hard to try, but it feels one-sided. Just make up your mind, lay it all on the line. So deep in it, I can see the bottom. So deep in it.
Now they normally say that for the bottom portion you should go in with a shade 2 shade lighter than your skin, and then on top you go in with a shade that matches skin. But for me, guys, any concealer I want to use works for me. That is my preference. You don't have to do that, but for me, I know how to make it work when I use a lighter concealer to conceal my brows. But as I said, you don't have to do that, but this is something that I do. I know how to make it work, so it really doesn't matter what shade of concealer I use. It just works for me, and I know how to blend it. And then when I apply my foundation, patting in the product into my skin, I try to go as close as to my brow just to kind of diffuse the so as I said, that method works for me.
Some champagne showers, all the shrimp and lobster towers, but it's me that gets devoured. Ooh, when you do.
Now one of the brow did look, the beginning of the brow did look a bit bigger than one, so I went in again with my concealer and just fixed the top portion. And then, as I said, we want those brows to look like sisters. Now, because I have oily skin, I normally go in with at least 2. So I normally, when I'm setting my brows, I set my face. And then after I'm finished with my brows, I set my face again with the powder. And I'm using the Black Opal finishing powder in the shade Light. And I use that. And I think I have it in the shade 210, if I'm not mistaken. Like that all over my face, and then I'm going to use my foundation brush to blend that in. Now this shade is perfect for me. It matches my skin perfect, so I'm going to use that foundation for today. And as I wanted to try something new today to see if I could limit the time that I do my. Sometimes if you're doing like a dramatic eye look, then it's gonna take some time because you want to make sure that of course you are blending to perfection. So I am going to leave the eyes until later down in the video. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to conceal. So we're going to use the same concealer that I use to conceal my brows, which is the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Almond. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Deep Olive. Now, I am having issues with using the e.l.f. concealer. I am not sure why I'm using it. I'm just trying to work around it to see how best I can get it to my likings. But my previous video, I used it under the eyes and I was able to get it flawless. However, this time around, if you look closely, you will see that under my eyes, exactly under my eyes, you will see that it looks like I have no product there. I don't know what else to do to make this concealer work, but I did not do the same step that I did in the previous video. Maybe I applied it with a brush, yes, but how I set it with a powder was different. So maybe that could be one of the reasons, but as I said, I'm not sure why I use it, but I still try because I want to see. I'm just playing around it to see how best I can get it to work. Now, the reason why I did not apply it on my forehead is because each time I use it, it leaves a spot on my forehead. So I said, for today, I'm going to not do that. So I went in with the Elegant Pro Concealer and I use it on my nose, forehead, and also on my chin and above my lip as well. I only use the e.l.f. under my eyes. Now, if you look closely, you will see how the forehead blended without you seeing any spots there. Now, what I normally do when using the e.l.f. concealer, if it doesn't blend properly or if it's a case where it leaves that spot, normally I would go in with my Elegant Pro Concealer on top, and then it would look absolutely different. So, and that is why I know for a fact that something is definitely wrong with the e.l.f. concealer. It works under the brows, but it just does not work when it comes on to highlighting. Anyways, I'm going to take my beauty blender. It is damp and I'm going to use that to blend out my highlighted areas. Now, when I'm doing my makeup, I normally go back and forth with my foundation brush and my concealer. That is a step that works wonders. The reason why I say that is because whatever product that is left on your foundation brush, if you have any harsh lines, say you apply your contour or you apply your foundation then concealer to highlight, you will see that you'll have a harsh line there. Then it's good to go in with your foundation brush just to blend out the harsh lines. And then of course you also can go in with your beauty blender after the brush just so that it can soak up any excess product that is still on your face, just to give it a flawless finish. That works for me. If it's not a choice for you, then that's perfectly fine. I am just giving you tips that works for me, and this is how I achieve a flawless finish or a flawless base.
10, you're selfish. 9, you're jaded. 8, the dumbest guy I've dated. 7,
when I am setting my face, I just go in directly with the powder and just blend it into my skin. So I go in with a pressing motion, the powder into my skin. So after I finish blending out those edges and those highlighted areas, I'm going to go in with some more concealer because I was seeing a spot under my eyes as if I didn't apply any product. So I wanted to see if I go in with a second coat, if I was still however, yes, I was still seeing the spot, but after I go in with my powder, then the powder gets the job done. Now I am going to concealer in the shade Fawn to put that all over my lids just to prep them for shadows, and then I'm going to set with my powder. Now some persons don't go in with concealer or powder, they just go in directly with the shadows. And for me, how I see how they're applying your concealer, when you set your lids with powder, whenever you apply your shadows, it just makes the shadows popped. So it's like you literally did not put something under the shadows, you just went in straight with the shadows. So that's how I would define that whenever you go in with that step. And it also prevents your eyes from creasing. Now it doesn't matter if I go throughout the day or whatever, but whenever I go in with my concealer and my powder, my eyes do not crease. I just go with the flow. So I did went in with I'm still waiting on some package, guys, because I ordered some eyeshadow palettes and they were damaged, so they had to send it back to the program could resend back another one that is not damaged. So I am still waiting on those. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black opal powder and I'm going to set my chin, and I'm going to set the areas that I normally get smile lines. I really don't, but if I do, then I'll do that step to prevent me from getting any creases in there. So before I set my under eye, I'm going to go in with my Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Mahogany, and I'm going to use that I'm going to use it as a cream contour to kind of chisel the jawline a bit and also to put it on my forehead. Now I contour my nose because sometimes it does leave a harsh line and I don't like to blend it out because it will take time if you go in with a heavy hand, because sometimes it's not saying like you did it deliberately, but of course sometimes you never can tell what can happen. So for me, I just go in with my contour powder just to do that step. So I'm just taking a regular brush just to blend that into the skin.
Didn't even ask me what I wanted. You made dumb assumptions. Clearly not your forte. Clearly don't be fucking. You've been fucking liars. Thought that I should let you know. And you was talking freaky, like you was gonna show. I started losing interest. I started to zone out. You was fucking liars. Thought that I should let you know. Really didn't think it gon' like this. Should've stayed my ass at a bit. Should've never let you in my bed. Ask me what I wanted. Clearly don't be fucking.
Now that is all blended, so I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to go over that with my beauty blender to kind of set it more and also to help with any harsh lines. just to blend it more into the skin. Now I also went in again with my beauty blender just to kind of tap under my eyes before applying my powder. So as I said, I don't bake, guys. I just go directly in with my powder. I press that into the skin. The only time I bake is if I'm doing like a reverse contour for my nose. I will just bake the side of my nose, which helps with me achieving a more snatched nose. You know, like one of them white people there with a straight nose. Yeah, girl. So that is one of the reasons why I do that step, is because, you know, I'm not saying that my nose is big. I'm not going to tell me my nose big because my nose is not big, girl. For persons who have a more sized nose, yeah, this step works magic. You do a reverse contour and then you go in with, I'm going to do a video of how I contour my nose and also my face, because a lot of persons, they don't know where to contour and how to contour, and I think contour is a big step in makeup because not many persons know how to do it, and this is why most persons skip that step and do bronzing instead. So as you're seeing now, guys, I am just baking inside of my nose, so my brush and my notch nose. But yeah, so after I'm finished with this step, then we're going to move into eyeshadow, which is my favorite, or one of my favorite step when it comes on to doing makeup. Now I'm going to use my Glam Touch Bubble Palette, and I'm going to also use my BR makeup kit. The first kit that I'll be using that you're seeing there now, I don't know where to tell you guys to get this. I have this for years in my makeup kit and I never threw it away because these shadows are perfect. And guys, this is the first time I'm actually trying this step where I do my face and then do my eyes, because I am scared of fallouts. And when I tell you I did not have any fallouts with either one of the palettes that I used, trust me, I did not have any fallouts. Anyways, I'm taking a brown shade. It looks orange-ish on the video, but trust me, it's a brown shade. Now I love that shade so much because it's very pretty, and I'm going to use that into my crease and also to bring it more up under the eyebrow, because of course we're going for a full look today when it comes on to the eyes. So I also will be taking my Juvia's Place bronzer palette. I have it in the shade Deep Dark, and I'm going to use the brown shade to go into the crease, because of course we're going for a more neutral look, but we still want it to have that deep darkness when it comes on to the crease area, if that makes sense. Now I don't have to use 3 different brushes for these steps, but I choose to, and I have my reasons why. Now you want to take a fluffy brush whenever applying your crease shadow, because of course if you're looking to apply that all over your lids, then a fluffy brush works fine. So I am just applying a numerous of product to my likings, and then once I'm finished blending that, then we're going to move on to our second shadow.
to me, 'cause what you said to me cut so deep, and now you're dead to me. Dead to me, you.
Now I refuse to skip these steps, guys, because it's very important. You have a lot of persons out there who are into makeup. They really don't know how to do eyeshadows, so I really like to do this step in full. I don't skip out any step when it comes on to doing my eyeshadows, because of course a lot of persons learn from what you're doing, so I don't skip out these steps. Now I'm taking another fluffy brush and I'm applying the brown shade from the Juvia's Place bronzer palette, and I am using that into my crease just to kind of darken it a bit. Now guys, I normally take my time and blend. I blend my shadows. If it's gonna take me a long time, then I'm perfectly fine, but I like to see when my shadows are blended together and you cannot tell that you applied more than one shade. Because if I'm going in with 3 shades, then after applying all 3 shades, I normally take a clean brush and just to go over all 3 shades to blend them together, to prevent you seeing or anyone seeing that you applied 3 different shades. Because sometimes you see persons, they apply more than 1 shade. You can definitely tell that, you can see the difference. Now you don't want that to happen. You want to take a clean brush and you're going to blend those shades together so that you can definitely prevent that from happening, if that makes sense. Now I am going in with my, I did take another shade. Yeah, so I did take the bottom shade from the Juvia's Place palette, bronzer palette, and I'm going to use that to deepen the crease some more. So I wouldn't say it's a smoky look, but I want to get something as closest to that. So I wanted the crease to look dark, so I went in with, it looks purple to me in the palette, but I guess it's one of those browns, but it looks purple to me. But we're gonna take that and we're gonna use it as a brown shade because it looks brown on camera, but looking directly on the palette, for me it looks purple. But we're gonna use that to deepen the crease, and we're gonna do that on both eyes. Now after applying it, I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and I'm going to use that to no, first I went in with the brush that I used to apply the first shade, and I'm just going over the edges to kind of blend those together. After I complete the look with my shadows, then I go in with the clean brush just to blend those out together, because I will be applying some black to the outer portion of my lids, because of course we're going to do a cut crease, that's what they want to call it. So I did not use the normal method where you use your concealer brush and your concealer to carve out the area that you want to cut. I went in with my concealer and a fluffy brush and we pat that concealer onto the lids and we shape it how we want it to be shaped. And then I'm going to go in with my Lemon Touch Bubble Pop palette and I'm going to take the shade Plum Crazy. It's a matte shade. I'm going to use that to put all over that area. Now I know that I use palettes that you guys may not be able to get to buy, but you can actually use any palette that has this shade and you can actually create or achieve the same look that I am doing. All right, so just watch and you'll see what I'm doing. Yes, so for persons who don't know how to cut their crease, this step will work for you. You just get a fluffy brush and your concealer, and you pat that shade, you pat that concealer, sorry, onto your lids until you feel like you get the look that you're looking for. Because I hate to see when a person, I watch someone video and I see that they're doing a cut crease but it's not even. Yeah, you want to try and do it over and over. That's how you're going to get it to perfection. But I know how to do a cut crease. I love to do a cut crease, but for this look I didn't want it to do that. I wanted to try something different, so I went out of my comfort zone. So yeah, this step is more easier, it takes less time, and it's more easier to do than when you're doing the regular cut crease. So yeah, so I'm going to take the black shade and I'm going to apply that on the outer portion of the eye, and then I'm going to bring it a little bit onto the area that I cut out for with the concealer that I'm doing now. And then I am going to, yes, so as I said, I am going to take that it looks burgundy in the palette, but it's actually a pink shade, and I'm going to up. I was kind of wondering because my fiance was like, yeah, use that color, because I wasn't sure what color I wanted to do on the lids, but he was saying to use that color because it would complement the entire look. So what I did was that when I applied, I'm like, no, this is too close to how the crease looks. So what I did was that I went in with a lot, not a lot, but I went in with a good amount so that I could get it more brighter. And as I said, I will be using the black for the outer portion of the eyes.
I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song. Now I know that this will never go wrong. Like you already knew me, that's why we get along. Yeah, I know that this will never go. Ooh, it's cinematic in the way we connected. Girl, you're so familiar, I never expected you to be right in my arms. My favorite part, how you talk in the dark. Oh God, there's something about the sound of you is stuck in my head. I'm hopelessly romanticizing all that you said. Even though I see that I'm in too deep, I still gotta let you know that I never wanted anyone more. Falling forwards onto the floor, feels like I felt this feeling before.
So when I tell you guys I had no fallout, I mean I have not even 0.5%. There was no fallouts at all, and I am impressed because normally you have fallout, but when I say I did not have any, and I did not top off my brushes like how you would to kind of, you know, take off the excess powder off the brush. I did not do that. I just tap my brush into the palette and then I just tap it on my lids. And when I say I did not have any fallouts, not at all. So now is where I'm taking a clean brush and I'm just diffusing the not diffusing, but just to kind of, because I went in with the shadow and some of it went onto the crease color, so I wanted to kind of brush that off, because as I said, it's not a cut crease. So yeah, so I used that clean brush just to kind of remove that excess there, and also just to kind of blend everything together. So now I'm applying the black, and I take it from my Bubble Pop palette, and I'm just applying that at the outer portion of my eyes, and I'm going to do that on both sides. So I will be going back and forth with the pink shade and the black to make sure that you're not seeing that there's a difference where I applied one shadow and the next one. Everything is blended together, so I kind of overlap them and then blend them together so that it looks, you know, yeah. After that, I'm going to take my Black Radiance mascara. I am running out. I will be getting another mascara. I think I want to try a different company. Yeah, I'm going to try a different company and see how it works. Guys, sometimes I really want to like buy stuff, but sometimes the time, sometimes when I get my day off, I really just want to stay home and sleep. So, but I will be trying my best to buy some stuff. I rather to buy it online because of course then I will just have to go and pick it up when it's here. And yes guys, I ordered the elf primer, the one that everyone is using, the elf, I think it's a primer grip or something like that. I ordered that. I should have it by this weekend, so just bear with me guys. So I am excited to try that. So yeah, but I will be ordering some more products guys, just bear with me. So now I'm going back and forth with my clean brush just to kind of blend those shades together, both the black and the crease color. So yeah, so as I was saying before I got distracted, yes, I will be going with my mascara, and I will be using that to kind of prep my eyelashes that I don't have. And then I'm going to take my matte liquid eyeliner, waterproof, and this is in the shade black, and I'm going to use this to do my wing. Now a lot of persons ask me how I get my wing so perfect. I really don't know, but I enjoy doing a wing. So I would do a wing with just about any and every look. So yeah, I do enjoy drawing my wings. Of course, I wish they were permanent, but you know, yeah. So if you guys want me to do a video on how to do your wing, then of course you can let me know. This eye look was very easy and simple but dramatic. I wanted to add some glitter on the, I did went in with my highlighter in the inner portion of the look, but I was wondering if I should add some glitter on the pink part. But I have no look when it comes on to glitter. I hate to see it on my face after I apply it on my eyes. So I will have to do my eyes first before face, and then I put the powder onto my face. So when I'm finished, then I will just dust it off and there will be no glitter on my face. But I didn't want it to mess up my face because I love how it looked at the end. So yeah, but I was considering to do that, but I was like, you know what, let's stick to the evil that we know, right? We don't want our face to look all glittery when it should just be glitter on the eyes. Now, I was scared doing this. Reason being is because I was wondering if something happened and I had to clean up my wing. I was wondering how I'm going to do that when I already set my under eyes. But I will have to work some magic there. Maybe just to apply a small amount of concealer, then set it back with the powder. But I try my very best not to mess it up so that I would have that extra step to do. So I'm just looking on each side to see where I need to fix, if which one looks bigger than one. So that's basically what I'm doing here. I'm just looking to see where I need to fill in more to get them to perfection. Just look at those wings, like I must wings them to rotting. But they're not wings, guys. They are wing liners. The wings sound like, you know, one bird will have wing, you know. Yeah. So we're finished with the eyes. We will be applying our lashes soon. So I am going to take my Black Radiance finishing powder and I'm going to put that all over my face, and I have it in the shade Warm Hazelnut, and I'm going to use that all over my face. Now I'm going to kind of chisel my jawline a bit. Not my jawline, but I'm going to chisel below my contour, where I contour my face, and I'm going to take my powder with my sponge to do that step. And now normally I would go in with my Juvia's Space bronzer palette, but I wanted to do this step first. So I went in with my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. I have it in the shade medium to dark, and I take the contour shade and I apply it where I did do my cream contour. Now I'm going to show you guys how I get my nose snatch. So we will be using the Juvia's Space bronzer palette, and we're going to take that first shade. Now if you look closely, you will see where I start putting the shadows. So I don't come all the way down to the nose, all the way down to the tip of the nose first. I start in the middle and then go up to the top. And when I think, or when it looks like it's perfect for me, then I come down to the tip of my nose. And I don't draw a circle around the tip of my nose. I just carry the product right down to my nose, because I hate to see like you have a ball on your nose like you're the clown, or you know. Yeah, so I bring my product all the way down to my nose, and that is how I get my nose snatch. And I also go, take my powder, my black opal satin powder, and I apply that on the bridge of my nose. I don't bake it, I just apply it and then press it into the skin. Now I'm taking my beauty blender just to kind of blend that out so it doesn't look like there is a harsh line there. Now I'm taking to use that to contour my face, not to contour but to kind of bronze a bit. Then I'm going all over my face once again with my pressed powder, and I'm going to, so where I did put those two lines on my jawline below my contour, I went in with the powder to pat that into the skin and then put it all over my face again. And now I'm taking my beauty blender and we're going to go ahead and just to kind of, you know, set everything together. Now I'm taking my MAC finishing spray, setting spray, and I'm going to spray that all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender as usual to blend that into the skin. Now I'm taking my mascara from Black Radiance and we're going to create some lashes. We're going to create some lashes onto the lower lash line. I wanted to do colors on my lower lash line, but I forgot. Anyways, yeah. So after mascaring, after I'm finished fixing those eyelashes with my mascara, I will be, you know, your girl love to apply her blush, so of course I wanted to go in a little bit more than usual with my blush because I wanted it to complement the eye look. So I went in with a heavy hand, but of course we always blend that in so that it, you know, it don't look too crazy. Now I'm taking my Black Radiance highlighter and I'm going to highlight my face, cheek. I'm going to highlight my cheek areas, forehead, on my chin, and my nose. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my mouth to apply my false eyelashes. So we're almost at the end of the video. So of course I love to apply my beauty spot. So I will be taking my matte liquid eyeliner. It's waterproof and I'm going to use that to just to put a few dots on my face where I normally put my beauty spots. And I'm going to take my brown pencil and I'm going to take one of my, it's a matte lipstick. It's the brand Glam, if that's how you pronounce it. It's long lasting lip gloss, and I am using the shade number 4, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lips, and I'm going to go in with my gloss just to kind of seal the deal.